First off, shout out to MOJAVE Outdoors. Thank you guys for all the support. We have a 10% discount code, Neeves Knives, for MOJAVE Outdoors for all your Kizer knives. I also have a bunch of other links down in the description to my Instagram, my email, to the Patreon. Thank you to the Patreon members. We love you. And I know you guys are sick of me talking already. Let's get to the damn video. Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and this is the Kizer Splinter in micarta and N690 steel. We have Tomcat knives. That is the designer. Very sleek design. It is a flipper. Very snappy, too. I opened it up yesterday, so I've had it for, since yesterday. And very interesting. It's definitely a really snappy little guy. Very snappy detent. It is nice and thin and just thin, I guess you could say. It is skinny and thin. Very worn cliffish blade. It does have a tiny bit of belly, though. This is not perfectly straight, which I do kind of appreciate. So these utility cuts with this thing, it is going to be an awesome little utility cut. It's going to basically be like a claw, and the tip is nice and acute. So you're going to be able to get a lot of work done. And you see how they brought out the strength of the spine out towards the tip, not directly to the tip, but right behind it. So it's going to put a little bit of strength right behind the tip while still leaving it nice and acute. The micarta Kizer is using is really good quality. I do like their micarta. I love the texturing. I love how soft it is. I'm really loving this micarta from Kizer. This is the Kizer Roach. This is some of the best micarta. Oh, I love this micarta. This one's a little different. It does have some milling pattern in it, and slightly darker. It kind of reminds me of this micarta. It might be the same exact stuff what's on the mini bag lighter 2 that I have. But anyways, back to this one. The lock bar access is very generous and very comfortable. I really like the way it feels in the hand. Like, if you look, they give you plenty of access, and it's kind of like a button. It feels very comfortable. The drop on it is nice and smooth. Very small flipper tab. That detent is so clicky. I love that detent. Listen to that. Very light blade, so it's not fall shut, but it's definitely very drop shutty. It's very, very smooth. Just not fall shut. You can also do the reverse flick because there's plenty of blade hanging out, even though the detent is nice and clicky. It's very easy to reverse flick. And what I'm doing is I'm using the side of my finger. I'm putting pressure, and I just shoot it out. Very, very easy to do on some knives, especially this one. Deep carry clip. That is small. It's a short clip. If we bring back the bag lighter, you'll see how this one's a lot longer. This one's a little shorter. Nice mill pockets in there, so it brings down the weight. Is that T8s? T8s. That's amazing. Thank you, Kizer. That's awesome. But yeah, it's very clicky, and like I was saying, this flipper tab is very minimal. You can see it is a very small flipper tab, no jimping on it. You can see the stop pin right there. Listen to that detent when I pull it out. You can actually hear it. That's awesome. Anyways, stop pin right there. You can see nice size stop pin. The flipper tab, even though it is small, I do wonder if jimping would be nice on it, but it's still very easy to use. I'm not complaining as of yet. I don't like to complain during first impressions. I like to save that for the review because I might grow to appreciate it. Very easy to use, very easy to deploy. But there is one little thing I'm going to say. That sharpening choil, it is very far back. You can already see how even from the factory, they've created a smile into the plunge grind. Now, that might be a Tomcat design feature that he likes. He might not like sharpening choils. And, you know, some people don't. Some people want as much cutting length as possible. Now, I do find issues with it when sharpening. Now, it's not going to affect the knife, sort of say, or the cutting performance or anything. But, you know, it's the look. And then sometimes when you continue to sharpen, it will start to recurve because it'll be thicker back here and it's harder to hit with the stone. Sometimes when you look at old buck 110s and stuff like that, you can actually see that. But I don't know if that'll be an issue here. If it does bother you, you can easily add in a sharpening choil because the stop pin's up here. So it's nice and open right there. So you can easily add one if you wanted to, which you might not. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, do appreciate the full cutting length, where if I pull up something here, let me grab something. So with this piece of cardboard here, you'll notice I don't have to worry about snagging a sharpening choil. I can literally just go right to hitting my this spot right here and then just go right into cutting. I don't have to worry about it hitting and then snagging right there and getting stuck. So I can do repeat cuts very fast without worry, which, you know, is a benefit in a lot of ways. Now, me personally, what I do in that sense is I just cover it with my finger. So then I still don't do that. I just, you know, I just hit my finger and I don't have to worry about catching anything in the choil. But everybody's different. So they're, you know, it's nice having different things for different, you know, different strokes for different folks. But very awesome. I do like it. It is, a snappy little guy, and I could see this being an awesome little EDC for a lot of people, especially people that just tend to open things up a lot. And it's still going to be a decent slicer, you know, when you do need to do some slicing tasks, or, you know, possibly break down a little bit of cardboard here and there, cut some strings, pop a couple straps. It'll still be very capable of that. But where it's going to shine is being a utility cutter, being, you know, opening things up. You know, like say if you have a box here, opening it up this way, going to the back side, then flipping it around, cutting the back piece of tape. And I'm talking about how a piece of tape goes across the box. You have the top, then the sides. You know, it's going to be really, really good at things like that. Even just taking like a bag and, you know, poking right into it and slicing. This thing is going to be awesome at that. And, you know, having this micarta, it's, you know, a nice, warm, comfortable feeling. I do feel the clip a bit, but I mean, it's a skinny, thin knife. You know, that's no matter what, you can't get around having a skinny, thin knife with a deep carry clip without feeling it. You just can't. The only way to prevent that is to not have a deep carry clip, which it seems that more people want. Oh shit. Sorry about that. It seems that more people want a deep carry clip than a non-deep carry clip. You know, I think there's benefits to both. I think the benefit of having a non-deep carry clip is they're more comfortable in the hand. But they do tend to hang out of the pocket a little bit more. So having multiple things in your pocket, it might not be as nice. And that's another reason why to appreciate deep carry clips is you can also carry multiple different things without having a whole bunch of things hanging out of your pocket. You just have multiple clips. But everybody's different. Now, one more thing I'm just going to mention right now that I probably should just save for the review, but I don't think it'll change. Designed in the US by Tomcats. I don't like that. I always talk down on any knives that say designed in the US. It's, how can I say it? It's not a good look, all right? It's not made in the US. It's made in China. So that's what it's about. Where is it made, not where is it designed? Now, the designer can be from the US. That's not a big deal. But putting designed in the US, it kind of implies that it might. I'm not saying that's what they're doing, because Kizer's very, very open about where their knives are made. They don't try to make it seem like they're made anywhere else but where they're made. But other companies, not Kizer, other companies tend to try to make it seem like the knife is made in the US, or try to make it's like almost like a fool's you thing, you know. You read it and then you might think that, oh, it's made in the US, when it's designed in the US, not made. So I personally don't like seeing that on any knife, and I've always told people that stay away from any knife that says designed in the USA, made in China, or designed in the US. It's not being upfront, in my opinion, I guess. But in this case, I think it's okay, you know, just because of the company. I like the company, and so it's a little different for me. Normally, I see it on companies I hate, companies I do not like, companies I think make rip-off knives, and that's why also I don't like seeing it on them. I think it makes them not look bad, but for me personally, since I don't like that, it makes me want to say, that cheapens you, because I see that on knife companies that most people that are in the knife enthusiast realm, right off the bat, stay away from those knives. Stay away from those knives. So I think it makes, I don't like it. I don't like them doing that, and I hope they don't continue doing that. I hope it might have been a designer thing. The designer might have opted for that. I don't know why, but because, like I said, knives that you want to stay away from do that. So you don't want to put it on knives that you want to, you want people to gravitate toward. But awesome knife, though. I do like the knife, and I don't think that's a real reason to stay away from it or anything like that. I'm just saying, for other companies, it's usually a warning symbol. Stay away from me. But in this case, this one is good and very solid. Kizer does a really good job. Lockup is very solid. I can bend the blade, but it's a thin blade, a sleek blade. So, but regardless, that's you can do that with any blade that's going to be this slim. Very nice. I do like it quite a bit. It's going to be an awesome little knife. I think a lot of people could appreciate a little knife like this, especially for, just normal EDC tasks. And it's going to be nice because you can get up nice and close to that blade, or stay back. You get nice little pitch grips. You can use it like a claw. Very, very awesome. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.